We're good. We're live. All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Community Roundtable here in the Gumdolph Kingdom. My name is Walt Paparazzi, joined always by our gracious host, Gumdolph the Grey. What is up, Vinny?
Much, man. How are you?
Oh, not bad, not bad. We're back from our 2-week hiatus here. Back with another edition of the Community Roundtable, and we got a great topic tonight. We're going to be talking about Retro GameCon. We've also got another guest in the booth with us tonight. A man I feel that doesn't need any introduction, but we'll give him one anyways. Jay Dorno. What's up, Jay?
Hey. How's it going?
Good.
We
It's going to be a good...
maybe graced by Sega Sean and Microgame Chris if they find the time to hop on as well.
Sweet. Yeah, so we're going to have some good discussion tonight about Retro GameCon, what we liked, what we didn't like, all the cool stuff we bought, all that great stuff. But before we get into... We got pictures we're going to show, too?
Pictures to show. It's mostly Pikachu, but there's pictures.
Sweet. Okay, very cool, very cool. All right, well, before we get into the discussion tonight, let's take a quick moment to thank our sponsors here for the Community Roundtable. First and foremost, we've got Junk Food Custom Arcades. If you haven't checked them out, be sure to do so. Junk Food Custom Arcades is all sorts of hitboxes, snack boxes, arcade sticks, fighting game peripherals, things of that nature. If you're going to step your game up in your favorite fighting game, check out Junk Food Custom Arcades. We also got to shout out the shop, Microgame Play and Trade, located in Clay, New York. Microgame Play and Trade has all sorts of retro video games, all sorts of collectible figures, and also some of the new stuff. So if you're looking to pick up some of the old stuff to scratch that nostalgia itch, something to add to your shelf in a collectible form, or just pick up some new games like Mortal Kombat 1 or Street Fighter 6, or, the new Spider-Man game that's coming out, make sure you check out Microgame Play and Trade. Of course, we got Vinny, yourself, and the owner Chris will be jumping on as well at some point tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got to shout out the fighting game community brethren. So first and foremost, we got Kangaskhan and the Attack from All Sides group putting on competitive fighting game related tournaments and brackets and things like that. We got one I'm sure we're going to be talking about a little later on here, in terms of the upcoming monthly here. But they were also at Retro GameCon putting on some big old brackets for Street Fighter that put on a lot of good fighting game competition. And then we also got to talk about the man that really brought us all together, DJ Silence and Syracuse Sucker Punch. DJ Silence, a.k.a. Kenyon, puts on all sorts of fighting game community-related events. So he was also down at Retro GameCon putting on the history of Mortal Kombat, which, we'll talk about a little bit more, but it was a really, really cool exhibit, I'll call it. Really cool exhibit. And, we really thank DJ Silence for all that he's done for us here in the fighting game community. So between, of course, yourself, Vinny, here on the online front, you got Kangaskhan putting on the competitive stuff and DJ Silence putting on the community-related events. We're pretty much covered here in Syracuse in terms of fighting game community stuff. So got a great community. A lot of them are heading out to ECT this weekend,
Mhm.
so I'm excited to see how the boys and girls do there. It's going to be awesome. So we'll see how it goes. But I got a little bit of FOMO. I'm not going to lie, Vinny.
Hmm.
A little bit of FOMO this weekend because everybody's going out to the major. So it's okay though. It's okay. We're going back to Combo Breaker next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do one a year.
So it'll be good.
No more 2 or 3 a year. One a year. Shit's getting expensive.
Yeah. It is getting expensive, but you know what? They are fun.
They are.
Similar to how Retro GameCon was.
Yeah.
So how long ago? Retro GameCon was what? 2 weeks ago?
About. Yep. About
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. We took the week off because we are renovating the shop, so that's why we weren't here last week. And it's coming along nicely.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Jay, have you been down to the shop?
I went down like last Wednesday or so.
Mm-hmm.
You can
Even
walk
then-
now
It's looking good.
Yeah, it's a lot more open.
Why is Jay floating above the arcade cabinet?
because it's funny.
Anywho, yeah. So let's talk about Retro GameCon. So, Vinny, why don't you start off while Jay and I get some games in here? Why don't you start off with what you and Microgame were doing?
I did not get to attend much outside of our booth. It was just too busy, especially Saturday. Over 5,000 people on Saturday, which is nuts.
Oh,
It was 5,000 people.
Yep, they almost. That's why the fire marshal had to come in because capacity was almost broken.
oh,
So
I
there
did
were
not
a
know
lot of
that.
people this year. Yeah, we had possibly, arguably, the biggest booth there. The only guy they stuck all of us in a line. All of the shops were kind of in a line. The big shops.
Yeah.
It was us, Cartridges Galore, Infinite Lives, and I forget who the fourth one was. They're from I think they were from like Albany. But we did a lot. We sold a lot. Made a lot of people's day. Everyone knew I was the giant Pikachu that got to walk around for a little bit. But we had a good time. Found some cool stuff. Canvas Tom was there. I got some really neat pins. I love his artwork. But like I said, when I did get to walk around, like I went over, I visited a tournament area for like 2 minutes. Went over to Kenyon's exhibit for a couple minutes in the light gun gallery that was behind it. That's still one of my favorite like things that they bring back every year. The light gun gallery is just awesome.
Yeah.
The pinball exhibit's always fun. We were talking about it before we started. The 80s/90s basement exhibit is possibly one of the greatest things they've ever come up with. I did not, sadly, get to play any of the indie games, although I heard Jam and Jelly was there, and I really wanted to play it, and I didn't get to, which sucks. But it's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of really neat stuff, and I did. So I was helping out with the tournaments all weekend, and shout out to Kangaskhan for hooking me up with a weekend pass just to help them out. It was definitely a great time. But there were a lot of really, really neat exhibits. Kenyon's was probably one of my favorites. He had every Mortal Kombat game there from, MK1, the original MK1,
Yep.
all the way up through the newest one. And it was definitely awesome. He had all sorts of like fun facts, and he had like a TV with like commercials and like interviews and stuff that NetherRealm and Midway have put on through the years. It was just it was a really well put together exhibit, and it generated a pretty big crowd. From what I saw there was a lot of people coming back and reliving that nostalgia of playing those games, and even some folks that were younger and they probably never got to experience the glory of the old MK2 on Sega Genesis or Deadly Alliance on the PS2.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool, you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna lie, being an MK kid growing up, I saw a couple kids like playing and like having fun with it. Kind of brought me back to my days as a young MK player. So just trying to do all the cool moves, all the fatalities, all that good stuff. So really cool event that he put on, or exhibit he put on. But yeah, I also want to touch upon the basement exhibit that they had, because it honestly was like every like 90s basement I could ever think of. It had like that green shag carpet, the big like wooden CRT TV, the old like plaid recliner lazy boy. It was just a really cool thing, and the other thing is too is they had the wood panel walls set up too. It was really, really cool. So they did a nice job with it. I'm trying to think. Yeah, the vendors were all had some really neat stuff. I liked that they had the voice actors there that were talking. I didn't get a chance to get up to any of the voice actors, but they had the dude from NBA Jams there.
Yep.
The announcer from NBA Jams and Blitz, and that was really neat because I played a lot of both of those games growing up.
So if you listened carefully on Saturday, he was the morning announcer over the intercom.
Which I can't think of a better morning announcer.
Yeah. And then Saturday was Duke Nukem. Or Sunday. Sunday was Duke Nukem over the intercom. Which it was a good guest lineup this year. You had Duke Nukem, you had NBA Jam announcer, you had Nolan North, you had Najee, who is Spider-Man Miles Morales, and I don't know her name, but the girl that voices Tails and Sonic.
It was Colleen O'Shaughnessy, I guess.
Yeah, and then Robotnik was there as well. It was a good lineup.
Wait, Dr. Robotnik was there?
Yeah, he was right next to her.
Oh, that's sweet. I didn't even know.
Yep. I did not get to meet any of them, sadly, because we were just so busy. Like, every time one of us would try to leave the table, 50 people would come over. So eventually we kind of gave up.
Yeah, you guys were cranking.
Oh, yeah.
I know there was a couple times that I tried stopping by to say hi. I know Jay and I walked over there at some point, and it was just like mobbed.
Yep. And so we bring arguably the most stuff, and we came back with probably half of what we brought. So, a lot of money. A lot of money.
Yeah.
But yeah, but it was mad swamped. It was mad busy. Sega Sean is now in the booth.
Yes, sir.
Sega Sean, welcome to the community round table.
So let's
thanks for having me.
yeah, buddy. Let's get Jay's perspective.
Yeah, now that Jay's off the cabinet right now.
Yeah.
It's great.
What'd you think? What was your favorite parts, and what did you experience? Because you were only there Saturday, right?
Yeah, only Saturday. I didn't know how much I'd like MK, and I knew that was Sunday, so I only got the Saturday pass.
That's fair.
But it was a lot of fun.
Good.
I still don't like having to fill up my water bottle at the single water fountain. Just walking back and forth. Kind of fan of the only one bathroom, but besides that, it's great.
So fun fact, Jay. I found out on Sunday, after I had been sending everybody to the bathroom on the other side of the world, that there was another bathroom right down the way from where the tournaments were.
Oh,
Dude, it was right by the stage. I'm so sorry, Jay. I didn't know.
It's not your fault. So it's just like that, but
It'd be like that sometimes, you know. You just got the bathroom mix.
Yeah. It's always fun to go around, see what all the vendors have to sell, try and scope out a good deal on a game you haven't seen or good console. Prices are always greater there than any stores. And
Yep.
just a lot of fun. The tournament was great.
Yeah, the food line was wild.
Yeah.
The line was ridiculous.
Yeah,
I hold
yeah.
my bag because it was definitely quicker doing a 10-minute walk to a restaurant and coming back than waiting in that line. It was,
True.
it was
Very
not
true.
moving. Well,
Yeah, it was pretty rough. But Sean, what about you? What would you like? What'd you dislike? Did you get anything cool?
I enjoyed John St. John. That guy is hilarious.
Yeah.
Is that Duke Nukem?
Yes, sir.
What's up, Brandon?
his panel was pretty amusing as well.
We got him to do an ad
Yeah.
for the store. It's on Facebook. You
Yeah.
should look it up.
I watched it. I laughed.
It was good. It was a good
Duke
one.
Nukem.
What's up, Samba?
Did Duke Nukem or John St. John? Did he do the voice for the Duke Nukem in like 2014? Remember they did the remake on I think it was 360
I think he
or
did.
I think he did because he was talking about it in his panel.
oh okay.
And he was telling about all this other stuff that he did that I didn't realize that he had done.
Yeah, I didn't mind that game. A lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was funny. It was to me it was
Within the
just
last
a one-off game.
8 years, I've went back and played it again. I appreciate it more than I did when I was younger, because
Yeah.
when you get past like age 20 to 24, poop jokes become funny again.
Oh yeah.
I think
Yes,
that
they
was
do.
the problem with that game. It came out and I was, it was 2014? I was 4 years out of high school and poop jokes just weren't funny to me anymore.
Dude.
And then
jokes,
I got slightly older and they became super fucking hilarious and I enjoyed the game a lot.
Yeah. Same with dick jokes. Those are always
2011?
funny.
It came out in 2011.
2011. Oh man.
Like,
He did say that the character's not completely dead, but he can't say what he's going to be in. From an NDA. He said that Duke
it's
Nukem
called
was-
Call of Duty Warzone Fortnite 2.0.
Yeah.
Christ, I hope.
The joke of a free-to-play game.
Said he can't say. We were speculating it's probably Fortnite, which will disappoint me because I'm not going to play it.
I could see that too.
But he did say that he's going to be.
Oh, that'd be
voicing
sick.
Duke Nukem
That's a
in
good.
another
That's a
game.
good point. I forgot about that game. They're trying. Brandon said they're trying to. They might be trying to get him for that Ion Fury game. I don't know if you guys saw that game. It's like it's basically a Duke Nukem Doom clone. So it'd make a lot of sense.
I don't think I've seen it. I'll have to look it up. I don't think I have.
I'm walking my way in.
Sean, did you find anything cool while you were there?
Oh, anything cool? Not really. I did buy a question block or a question mark block from Mario that lights up, so I can put it on my shelf. I did get Iron Storm on the Saturn. It's the only one I've been able to find that didn't look like somebody wiped their ass with it. So that was nice. But not really anything that cool.
I found a
Just little knickknacks and shit that I wanted.
I bought the 4 pins and I found a big booby anime figure and I called it a day.
Sounds about right.
Because
Mission complete.
nobody had Bontron, so I couldn't buy the only game I'm looking for.
I saw it, I think, at one point, but it was gone.
Yeah, Rob went
I saw
around
something.
and Rob went around. Shop Rob, shout out to Shop Rob. Went around to every vendor and asked them if they had it, and he came back and he said not one table has that game. And I'm like, well, that saves me $400, but it also makes me disappointed.
He's a hell of a guy for going from table to table.
Which, for those that don't know, he was Professor Oak that was walking around.
Oh,
He made some money off of selling those stupid stuffed animals, dude. Oh my god.
I didn't
Wait,
even know
he
he was
sold
selling
the-
them.
he
I
sold
thought
his
was just
Pokemon?
walking
Yeah, as
around.
he was walking around, people were saying how much for it, and if he wanted to sell it, he's like $50,
oh.
and they'd
What?
buy it, and he'd be like, okay,
And you can get
Oh,
another
man.
one for like 20, so.
yeah, it was so funny.
Oh no. I'm dead.
And I did get some art from Matt Flint. I like Matt's original works. Makes some pretty cool original characters. And he made a really nice Mary Jane from Spider-Man, so I bought that too. Again, she had big boobies. It was great.
The boobs.
Sounds a lot like that's the selling point.
Yeah.
Doesn't take much for Vinny, you know.
No, it doesn't. Nope.
He knows what
I'm
it
a
is.
Just make
simple-
sure you got good quality art.
I'm a simple person. I like great artwork.
Sculpted breasts.
I like really pretty girls. And I like blue hair.
Simple.
I like blonde
And
hair
that's-
a lot more, but if you do nice blue hair is nice.
where the tit's just
Yeah.
the bonus.
Or if you're traditional red hair, I don't like people that dye their hair dark red. I think it's stupid as fucking ugly.
Okay,
All
Vinny,
right.
with the opinions on the red hair. Let's do a hair color tier list at some point. Tears
Oh,
of the Kingdom.
definitely. Fucking blue, top tier.
Vinny's gonna have some strong opinions to generate some good conversation.
You know, I really despise silver hair. I think it's fucking stupid.
Oh, what do you mean? Well,
I'm
all
just
right.
me- I'm
Another
just
time
messing- I'm just messing
for
with
the
you.
Tears of the Kingdom episode.
I'm just messing with.
We
No,
do a
I
tier
was
list.
told we need to do a tier list on sodas.
Oh yeah, soda tier list.
That was requested, so it's coming. I just have to find a good one.
Just make sure Baja Blast is on there because I'll put that at S tier all day long.
Yeah, it got brought up because we were talking about
Elixir of the gods, really.
the chip tier list got brought up in the store today somehow. And you
Wow, that
and-
tier list will never go away.
Nope, and you know why? Because I tried those stupid spiral things, and I fucking liked them, and it proves the point that you made that only people that like cars like those
Yeah.
stupid things, because I like
Yeah,
cars.
the honey barbecue twist.
Yes. And Brett likes Brett likes F1.
Yeah. You know, I feel like anytime I get to dunk on, the honey barbecue twist from Fritos
Take
here,
that opportunity.
I'm gonna take that opportunity here. So if you're ever looking to make like a barbecue pasta and you actually don't have a box of pasta, just pick that up and it's the same thing.
True.
Just throw that in a thing of water. You're basically eating uncooked pasta with barbecue seasoning on it.
Oh,
So-
fair enough. Brandon's,
Those are actually pretty
Brandon,
good.
Brandon hates cars, but he loves honey barbecue twist. It's the only chip. That
I'm gonna start.
It's good.
I'm gonna start
oh, here we go.
leading a coalition of barbecue twist haters. But anyways, let's get back to Retro Game Con. Because you know what I didn't see there? I didn't see honey barbecue twist, but you know some motherfucker had him in his bag.
Oh,
You
definitely.
know it was in there.
It wasn't me.
Some
though.
dude was sitting outside in line, waiting to get into Retro Game Con, whips open his backpack, pulls open a thing of honey barbecue twists, waiting to scratch that nostalgia itch with Retro Game Con here,
Yeah.
snacking on a bag. You know somebody was in there. But I digress. What else? What else at Retro Game Con? What else did I see? Yeah, why don't we get Kenyon in here too? Kenyon ran his exhibition.
If he wants to.
Or exhibit, I mean. What else? What else did I see that I liked? Because I wanna talk about the tournaments. I think the tournaments were fun. We had a really great
Yeah,
turnout
come
for
on.
it. I think we had
Yeah.
something like
You got time? Get your ass in here.
yeah, come on in, Kenyon. So we had a really great turnout. It was like I think 200 people signed up between Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Tekken, and all varieties of Smash. So it was huge, and it got a little hectic at times, especially Saturday. Sunday was a lot better. It wasn't as many folks, but I think all the tournaments themselves were pretty hyped, especially the grand finals and the top eights and all that good stuff.
Chris,
But we had folks from Buffalo, we had folks from Albany, we had folks from all over the place coming and joining. Even people that don't typically play fighting games actually joined in. So it was a good time, and there were plenty of setups. There was a couple hiccups in terms of just convention stuff. Like at one point, we lost two bays of consoles because the power just went out, which kind of sucked. So that put a little bit of a delay. The other thing that put a little bit of a delay was the line on the first day. I think people were waiting 40 minutes to an hour just to get in,
Yeah.
which delayed the tournaments as well. But Kingscon did a nice job kind of maintaining and keeping track of everything and whatnot. So I think it was a pretty successful tournament series. I think a lot of people had a lot of fun. Definitely some learning points, some opportunities for if they go back, next year. So, But is Kenyon in here yet? Oh, he says, okay, let me set up. All right, I'll wait to talk about his exhibition a little bit more because I thought he did an awesome job with his. I also had a chance to go down Indie Game Alley and play some of the indie games. And one in particular stood out to me. And I was talking to the developer, and he seemed like a very, very nice guy. And you could definitely tell he had a lot of passion in the game he put in there. It was actually his first game he actually developed and kind of got to, playability status.
Mm-hmm.
But it was called Shred the Undead.
Yep.
And I was like, all right, Shred the Undead. Like, initially looking at it, it kind of looked like a Guitar Hero font. So immediately when I heard Shred the Undead, I was thinking skateboarding zombie killing game, which is actually a badass concept, by the way. So if anybody who's a game developer wants to collaborate on that, I will definitely play a Tony Hawk style game that you go around just slaughtering zombies, which would be pretty cool. But anyways, it was not that type of game. If you ever played the game Gauntlet, it was an old arcade game.
It was sick.
It was very similar to that, and the characters you played as all had different instruments. So there was a dude with a guitar, or I think it was a girl with a guitar, a girl with a keyboard, or a guy with drum kit, and then the hell was the last thing? It was a different instrument. I don't remember what it was, but there were 4 characters. Each one of them had different different abilities, like different super attacks, all that good stuff. And in terms of the abilities, he had like cooldown timers and whatnot. And the whole idea is you're going through these levels in a gauntlet style game where you're pretty much just walking from area to area, and there's mobs of zombies and monsters and things like that coming at you, and traps you got to avoid. And the whole thing is every level you're just trying to get back to your band's van. And talking with the developer there, he said he wanted to make a game that was fun to play because he thinks a lot of games are getting away from that couch co-op style things, which he's absolutely accurate in that. I feel like there's not very many games that have couch co-op anymore. It's all online play. But something that was fun to play, that was challenging. He was telling me, kind of the different ideas he had for the mobs, different abilities, and it was just overall, like, I think I was over there for like 45 minutes just playing this game. Like I said, the guy was pretty friendly and talking about his game, and I definitely enjoyed my time over there. And anytime somebody was like looking to go down Indie Alley, I told him to check, Shred the Undead out. So it was very, very cool. But there was also a lot of like other really cool indie developers in there, like stuff from like looking like old school arcade stuff to a guy that was like had a piano that you would play the game on. It was like a Guitar Hero style, but with a piano. But it was like done in like an Atari style game, which was interesting. So, and then also like going back to the shops too, there was freaking tattoos there. People were getting tattooed at the Retro Game Con.
For sure were.
Which was wild. The artists, the art that they had there looked really cool, but I was not paying $250 or $100 to $250 just to get tattooed.
I know someone that did.
You did? How long was their
it.
session? Do you know?
I didn't do it. My wife did it.
Your wife did it?
Yeah, she got it.
How long was her session?
How long was it? Like an hour, probably.
That's not bad. What did she get? I saw there was a lot of like video game art that was going on in it, so
I can't remember. What did you get? Oh, Ba-Bam.
Oh, okay, very cool.
Yep. I drew a blank.
And was the tattoo artist friendly, professional, everything?
She knew her. She knew her, but yeah, they were friendly. She got a tattoo.
Oh, it's even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. Also, I feel like we haven't talked about this. Kenyon in?
Yep.
Awesome. Welcome, Kenyon.
Yeah.
So, Kenyon, you have been a part of Retro Game Con for quite some time now. And you've always put on some good exhibits and tournaments, things like that. How was, in your opinion, how was the 10th anniversary of Retro Game Con? How'd you feel it went?
It was really good, I thought, considering, I don't know, it's interesting and kind of nostalgic to say 10 years of doing it. Can you hear me still?
Yeah.
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, and I went to the first one. I went to the very first Retro Game Con, kind of like, I just knew that there were fighting game tournaments happening. I didn't know there was a convention, so I went looking for the tournaments and then walked into a very small version of the actual convention. I was like, this is really cool. Like, with all the gaming and stuff they had set up, and they literally had like, I think like 20 vendors, maybe 20.
Yeah.
But you know, just have seen it grown, and then like that second year, that's when I got on like the planning committee, I was helping mostly with the social media, and doing the well, they hired me to DJ because they didn't have, like, they lost sound, or they were supposed to get sound equipment from their venue, which was right over in Drivers Village at the time. It's like a little banquet hall, but yeah, it was. But at the same time, I noticed I've only ever at every convention seen a piece of the convention, because I'm always in one. I mean, I get the chance to walk around, but I experience one area every year, not the entire, you know?
Yeah.
But like, I've never, it makes me sad, I've never seen a discussion panel, and 10 years of, like, I don't know, 10 to 15 panels a weekend. How many panels and talks that I've missed because I have no time to actually go down and see how it goes. So I hope people enjoyed those.
Yeah, maybe next year you gotta just take a little break ski, and go out and be a spectator as opposed to somebody who's running things,
Yeah, maybe. Those, I mean, because you got to go downstairs, and it's like, I don't know. It's
the tone.
Being a part of it.
The tone in that is you're crazy.
Yeah. I don't know if that'll happen.
Yeah. Well, just toss it.
That's too much being relaxed. I'm able to go and sit down for a whole, panel and kick my feet up, and
Yeah.
I think there'll always be some kind of like running around, because now it's like kind of part of the fun for me.
Yeah.
That makes
so
sense.
you pretty much opened up every day with like a set, right? You were DJing for what, an hour both days?
Yep.
Kind of playing some music, some of the new stuff that you came up with and whatnot, which was really cool. And I think that's one of the things that definitely was a high point at most points, was the fact that they had the live music going on. I know during the tournaments that was kind of a pain because I couldn't hear or call out or whatnot, but that's just part of the experience, I suppose. But just for the folks that weren't there, can you just kind of talk about what kind of lineup they had? Obviously, you were on there doing your set for about an hour, but what other stuff were they seeing on the stage? What other types of things were they doing?
Well, yeah, so I was there. Was it for basically not for the VIPs? I didn't play for them coming in, but like 10 a.m. is when people start to come in, have the music going, and do a set. So I usually played some of my new, like I said, some of my new stuff, or some stuff that I was working on that I just wanted to hear on a loud system in a loud room. It's kind of fun to just let that go. But what'd they do? Now I know there was a band that had canceled. I don't know if they ever got announced. So it was all right, but they were replaced with the Guitar Hero Karaoke.
Yeah.
That was like right after me, and that was supposed to be a band. I don't think everybody knew that, but that did pretty well. There were people coming to sign up when while I was playing in the morning. So it was at 11.
Yeah.
And then they had some bands in the afternoon. I kind of listened to them, but I've never like stood and watched them. Thrash. I listened to them thrash from a distance.
Yep.
But
what was this the one that had like the neon? Remember they had like neon sunglasses, neon like gloves and stuff. Was this the one you were talking about?
I don't even know.
They were like the speed metal band.
I don't even know if I saw them play. I remember when I was over there, I saw people like bring in their instruments, band members, but I don't even. I think I talked to one guy. It might have been Lame Genie that had his table set up. I was talking to him after like the huge thing was this year was the adult cosplay contest.
Oh yeah, the cosplay
stage. That was.
I believe we haven't talked about that yet.
That was. I think I saw some comments. They were like, "You guys need more space," which we definitely needed more. Like just people like to spectate it and people that were in it. I don't think it's ever been that big. I mean, it's usually a big deal, but it was like almost overcrowding in the stage area for it this year.
I think the ones I can the ones that I vividly remember, as far as cosplaying that I saw, so Spider-Punk and Spider-Gwen were walking around. That was really cool. The Spider-Punk guy had an actual like electric guitar with him. Duke Nukem was walking around. Like this dude, he was just a big dude who just dressed up as Duke Nukem. I saw the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Huh?
The guy. I think I saw that guy years ago as Duke Nukem, but he had like his hair was like a box that he put on his head yellow. This year he dyed his hair.
Yeah, I don't even think he dyed his hair. I think he used that like spray paint that you put on your hair. Because I saw like he was definitely getting a little sweaty, and it was like running down his neck. You know. Okay. But that's the that's the price to pay. We're trying to play the, Duke Nukem. You know.
Too close.
I saw the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like legit, like there was 4 of them walking around. I think Casey Jones. I saw a couple of Casey Jones walking around.
I missed the Ninja Turtles in the pictures, and I was like, oh, that was cool.
Yeah, there was also obviously we had Professor Oak walking around with Shop Rob. Mm-hmm. And then what else did I see? Oh, there was some gal that was walking around. It must have been an anime character, but she was in like a black suit, white shirt, no tie. She had like pink hair, and then her eyes were like fire red. Vinny, I don't know if you saw her walking around, but I had no idea what anime character it was. But man, I felt like anytime she like looked at you, she was like looking through your soul. It was crazy.
Let's see, I don't know. There were a few. Yeah. There were definitely a few. Got a picture with one of them.
Yeah, and then of course we got Pikachu walking around.
Damn right you got
and
Pikachu.
Sub-Zero. And Sub-Zero.
Pika-P, motherfucker.
I saw a Striker.
Yeah, there was a Striker.
Wait, Striker was walking around?
Yep.
Yeah. Kid that was Striker. What was it? Friend Destiny. She was. I think she won the grand prize. She was the. And I've not played the game, but that game takes two. Did you play
It Takes Two?
I saw her.
Yeah, she was like the mother doll figure, but like her costume was like it was amazing. Yeah, it was like just like the sweater, like the texture and the hair, and then she had like the the dandelion with as a piece, and then a button, and then she had a huge safety pin like on her back. But I was like, now originally she told me she was thinking about being Kimberly from Street Fighter 6. I was like, yeah, you should do that, because of what we play. But she said, yeah, she threw that together the week before the convention.
Wow,
nailed it.
The week before, I was like, that's not. I can never throw something like that together in a couple days. My Bowser, I started that back in like June.
Yeah, I feel like we can't like not talk about Bowser and Peach that showed up. Your Bowser outfit was fucking awesome. The neon shoes was so cool. The gold neon shoes.
I was sad though because I needed to recharge them because one of them died, and then I recharged it. But then I recharged one, and the other one, I don't know. So I couldn't rock them in the afternoon glowing. But yeah, those were cool.
Yeah, Piffy, that's what I was thinking. But there were like 3 of them walking around.
Yeah, Piffy, thank you. I have never watched Chainsaw Man, but
good.
If that's what it's from, that's awesome.
So there were. I know there were at least 3 because one of them was my buddy's wife, and she had one of the 2 really good ones. There were 2 really good ones, and the rest were like. You could tell that they just like dressing up, and the other 2 were like, I do this for money type thing. People pay me to do this stuff. And that's my buddy Dan's wife. She does hell of a job with costumes. It's insane.
Because he went to anime. Anime Boston and lost.
Yeah, I could imagine. Probably a shit ton of Makima, a ton of Bridget, probably a ton of Miku, a ton of whatever the newest like top tier anime is that people like.
I put the Kazuya flame on my pants.
Yeah, a ton of JoJo's. Yeah, I
My
can imagine. Yeah, he had the Jin flame.
I had to do that. That was it. The girlfriend, she hooked that up. That was her artistic flare up. I need a flame on the leg. I don't know how to do it. We had that all sequence dazzled.
It's okay. I had help with mine too. Pikachu was not round when he came in the mail. He looked like a box, and it was terrifying.
He looked like a box.
Yeah, because they shipped it in a box and they kind of smushed it in there, so he looked like Minecraft Pikachu. But when you just put it up in like a corner of a room like that, it looked like a fuel for nightmares. It was nuts. I was like, that would scare some kid.
All right, it was spooky month, Halloween month.
Wasn't gonna be no
I thought they were-
Minecraft Pikachu.
I thought they were going to be scared at the Mortal Kombat exhibit.
Yeah, let's talk about the Mortal. That's perfect segue. Let's talk about your Mortal Kombat exhibit. It was sick.
Right? Yeah, that was fun. That was a lot.
Like, what was your initial concept like when you were trying to plan this? Because I think it was set up perfectly with the square table and kind of just everything you had in terms of, like the fact cards and like all the different like little setups. You had Johnny Cage, smiling there. It's pretty great.
Yeah, well, I had the I don't know how many people went to it when we had Retro Game Con Junior. I did something similar but smaller for Street Fighter, the history of Street Fighter. We had like the 4. What do we have? I think we had 4 games in the new one, and then just kind of like history. Because not somebody. I'll just name who it was. It was Bizbo. Nobody beats the Bizbo.
Nobody beats the Bizbo.
I asked him. I think after last year's convention, or I asked because he went to Retro Game Con Junior the year before. I was like, what can we do better for the convention? Just me helping with it. And he's like, well, you got this whole museum, and he's like, you have these video games, and these systems sometimes we put out like PCs and even the Super Nintendos. It's like kids see that stuff and they have no clue what it is necessarily. It's like our generation probably seeing like an old record player or like a 8-track player. That's how old I am. So he's like, it'd be nice if you gave information next to these, games or consoles so people can actually learn something since they're in a museum where people are going to read and learn things anyway. So I said, all right.
Yeah.
Jump forward to the Mortal Kombat one. I said, like, we're going to try to have as many of the games. There's like how many? 17 games? I'm counting like the spin-offs too. I was like, we can't put all 17 there, but maybe if we can get 1 through 4, and then the 3D ones and the newest ones, and kind of display them, but then explain like what happened, with the actual like gaming rating system, and like kids don't know about that. Some people probably it'd be make it interesting. So, but it's a playable exhibit. So I asked a number of people. I'll give them credit. It was a Pat Boyle and Matt Brown, and was it Chris DeLuca with the Gamer Federation? Because last year I saw his huge. He would bring fighting game stuff. I don't know if the people noticed it. Like he had like Injustice 2, and he had a huge screen TV. I was like 65, 70-inch TV. I was like, I need to talk to that guy so we can get it and put Mortal Kombat on. So I brought him in. I was like, can we use the TV? He's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And just. But when I sat down with people, I was like, I can't put it all together because I don't have all the games and the systems and the controllers. And I brought it up to the convention committee, and they're like, yeah, do it. And then people hopped on and like, oh, we can do that. We can get that. And I was like, well, what about, Mortal Kombat 3? Let's do the trilogy. Or what about Mortal Kombat 4? Let's do Gold on the Dreamcast. They were thinking just having like also the retro consoles. And Sam, he if at Retro Game Con you see the whole computer set up with the old vintage computers. He refurbishes those with a group of people and it's all of the monitors for all of the free play area together.
Yeah.
So I need your help pairing these because what monitors or television CRTs go at what games. So he's like, I got it. And he placed he chose televisions based on the time that the games came out. that you.
Yeah, that was awesome. When I saw the Zenith TVs, I was like, "Oh, this is bringing me back to my childhood." Because we had like 2 or 3 Zeniths growing up.
He didn't just say, "Oh, we're gonna get adapters and we'll put the flat screens." He got CRTs that match, and I think they looked. In my opinion, I was like, "These games look great because they were on the correct television," you know. But yeah, it was fun to put together, and it's fun to see people just come through and play it. We had we were kind of crunched in our space. We had Annie with the game show. He had his stage for like gaming next to me. We had Elite Gaming. They had a rope. So when people came, I was like, yeah, just take a little tour around the tables, and you'll see the first game all the way to the newest game. And yeah, it was like an actual walkthrough exhibit.
Yeah, it was cool. I know. I definitely had been stopping by a bunch because I played a bunch of Mortal Kombat 11 with what was his name, Chill Pills or something like that.
Chill Pills?
He was the player that the Sub-Zero player that was pretty much like frequenting your
Crazy Pills.
Crazy Pills, not Chill Pills.
Was the big guy? The big guy?
No, the Asian kid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was over there. There was another big guy. It was cool because they would like come back to see who new was playing, so they could like play them. Like they always come back and check and see who was on the controllers and who was around, and people were. I don't know. I got some photos, and it was like standing back and seeing all these people sitting, kind of like a family on a couch playing, playing games together. Because there's all these people that they hadn't come together, but now they were all focused and kind of, enjoying, almost like some couch co-op, couch competitive gaming. Some people came back and they were like, yeah, I told such and such to meet me here at 2 o'clock because I challenged them to a match. It was almost like an arcade at that.
Yeah, it was really, really cool.
But yeah, the fat cards I had to start making those back in August. Those take a while. I'm glad anybody that came through and actually read the work, because the committee's like, oh, you can put them there because I wanted them, certain sizes. They're like, just know that the games are the most important part of the area. They're not going to read the such. I was like, yeah, but I want a mix of educational and gaming. I just don't want to throw a bunch of games on the table and call it a day, because that's what the free player area really is. You know what I mean? It's just there's not. They used to put cards with certain games and kind of give a little history. That's where I got the idea. We had done it before, but they got away from that. So if anybody's listening from the committee, yeah, I threw some shade, put some cards out there, and educate some people in the normal area next year. They don't have to be as large as mine. Just a little factoid. People, at least the parents appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah, I don't know if you were on earlier when I was saying it, but watching like the kids, like jumping on and playing like Armageddon and MK2, and then going over to MK9 and whatnot, and just like trying to do cool combos and doing the fatalities and just having a good time, reminded me of when I was a kid, because I was a young MK player, starting with MK2, and it was just really cool to see.
It was funny to me because in my mind I was like, yeah, there was a time when people were worried about the kids playing Mortal Kombat and those kind of games, and I have photos, young kids. I have kids that are probably like 5 or 6, with their parents are over there playing that. People were watching the new game on the large screen, so every fatality and fatal blow, not fatal blow, but all that gore and stuff that was happening for everybody to see, and everybody was very delightedly disgusted.
Yeah, delightedly disgusted. Great way to put it.
They were they made these faces, but they smiled and laughed, and it was really cool. I don't know. I think I posed the question on social media. What if I was to do another with Retro Game Con history of what game people would want a slew of games and information about put together.
Sorry, I'm sweating against Jay right now.
But but I'm not certain. Somebody said, oh no, not somebody. Steve said he wanted Dead or Alive.
Steve wanted Dead or Alive, a history of Dead or Alive.
Yes, it was the history of Dead or Alive. I don't know if that area of
Would welcome that idea.
well, I mean, it could be done, but I don't know how well it would go over. You have to put in the I don't know. Definitely, it would be mature.
True.
Mm-hmm.
It would end up
Yeah,
being
Dead or Alive
mature.
games are definitely up there.
It's all right to
For the
rip
age.
people. It's all right to rip people apart, but when you start adding jiggle physics to things, hey,
Hold on. My wife just came back from the Taylor Swift movie, and she's got. I wish I could show this. She's got a bucket of popcorn, a rather large bucket of popcorn,
went to the Hollywood.
from the movie tavern. Taylor Swift: The Eras Tour, and it has got all sorts of pictures of Taylor Swift on it, and it is filled with popcorn.
What's her
So-
favorite Taylor Swift song?
They're asking what your favorite Taylor Swift song is.
Oh, that's like picking a favorite child. I can give my favorite album as Reputation.
Here, hold on. Get on here. Here, I'm introducing my wife, Jordan.
Hello,
Hello.
Hi.
hey, welcome.
Hi, welcome. Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. How exciting.
You're just in time for the Taylor Swift portion of the show, where we ask questions about your enjoyment of Taylor Swift. The first question was, what was your favorite Taylor Swift song?
So I can't pick a favorite song. That's like picking a favorite child.
You have to pick a
But-
favorite song.
Oh my gosh, I have to? Okay, all too well 10-minute version.
Oh my god.
What?
I can hear Rick. I can hear Rick in the background. He's like, "Oh my god."
He's munching on popcorn and judging.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
funny.
one of my favorites is Style. I like that style.
That's good.
Yes, because I have. What album was that on?
Which one was it?
The song Style. One of her albums. I actually
1989.
Okay, I have that album on vinyl. I would bring it to turntable events so people can play some Taylor Swift and be wowed. Oh, you have Taylor Swift on record. I do have that.
That's a
record.
good one.
I got one album.
It's a crowd pleaser.
So what was this? Was a movie or was it
movie?
or like were they projecting the concert that she had? What was it?
Yeah, it was a concert movie. So they filmed the concert. And they were just playing it.
How was it?
It was great. 10 out of 10.
Because I don't think I've ever been to a movie concert.
Oh, it was great vibes. You should go to this one.
So it was, but did it feel did it feel like you were at a movie, or did it feel like you were at her concert?
A
How
little
does that
bit of
even-
both.
Okay.
My friend and I made it like we were at a concert,
All right. So
but
you were
everyone else
singing
was
along
just
and
sitting there. Yeah.
nobody was standing.
No, it was kind of a lame crowd tonight.
Bummer.
I can't remember who else has had like a movie music concert. I mean, maybe Michael Jackson. That was the thing about it.
The Jonas Brothers have.
The Jonas Brothers.
Oh, I haven't heard that in a long time.
Popcorn.
It is good popcorn, isn't it?
All
All right, I will give you back to Rick.
Don't not get comfortable.
Thank
I was
you.
about to
You're
say.
welcome.
Jordan.
Do you want to keep it down here, or are you done?
Are you going to get rid of it?
I was going to.
Oh yeah, I'll keep it down here.
Okay.
Plus,
If you're going to get rid of it, I'll snack out some popcorn.
You were getting
You
too
know?
comfortable with that popcorn. I was like, he got to come back soon.
Yeah,
I could hear you in the background. You're like, "This is some
He's like,
good
"This is
popcorn."
it is. It's a good movie. Listen, I think movie popcorn is definitely up there in terms of snacks.
Oh yeah, dude, definitely.
You could. I mean, I think movie popcorn far exceeds microwave popcorn.
Oh, definitely.
The life hack is go to the movie theater to get your popcorn and leave.
And leave.
You don't
Just
need to
straight
go to
up
the movie.
leave.
Just go buy your popcorn.
Don't even get a movie ticket. Just go get popcorn.
They get
I'm
money.
just here
They
for
get paid off
popcorn.
they get paid off concessions. That's how they make their money. So they'd be glad if you just came and
Mm-hmm.
bought popcorn and went home with it.
I'll take 3
Well,
buckets
don't
of
you have
popcorn,
to-
please.
Don't you have to get a ticket to get to the concession stand?
Not all theaters.
Yeah,
Like you could
depends
I
on
mean, I
the
think
place.
the one in the mall you have to walk through. They take tickets through there, but like I thought you went to the Hollywood because I saw them posting the Taylor Swift sign on the way home from work today. But like there, you could just walk in and be like, I'd like a large popcorn. Make your popcorn and take off.
Yeah, I'm sure if you walked up to the especially at the mall, if you walked up to the concession area, and the guy's there with the tickets, and was like, "Let me see your ticket." And like, no, I'm just
want some
here for the popcorn.
Just want popcorn.
I'll walk right out.
They'll sell you popcorn. They're not gonna turn you away.
Yeah. Yeah. So she was all excited about going to see this movie. Her and her friend were prepping for it last night, and so it was a 3-hour movie. Obviously, a 3-hour concert, but good for her. Taylor Swift really making it happen.
I played some Taylor Swift chiptune during one set. For
You say
Swift- Taylor Swift chiptune for the Swifties. I guess that's what they call them. Is that what they call them?
Oh yeah, the Swifties. All right, so that was a nice little brief hiatus we got to talking Taylor Swift and my wife. First and foremost,
Only the finest
first time
of
on
quality content you people get from us.
Well,
We
this
are
is
the
what I-
we are
you
the
know,
toppest
you
of
gotta keep it-
tiers.
Vinny, you got to keep it loosey goosey with these podcasts. You just never know what's going to come up, and that's what makes good content.
Listen, if there wasn't this
So-
kind of excitement around here, this show wouldn't exist. Okay.
Yeah. So, but let's get back to Retro Game Con.
Yeah, I got a few more minutes. So I do have
Yeah,
pictures.
let's
Good
see some
time to
pictures.
show them because I see a half-naked sumo wrestler on my screen.
Yeah, look at this character, fucking D-Gen character. Can't believe Jay's playing this
So-
character right now.
The only
Playing
pictures,
with
the only pictures I have are mainly
man, get out of here!
mainly pictures of the Pikachu.
Grab them from the memories.
So the first one is a customer from the shop. He was Nez, probably the best Nez costume I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was I think 1 or 2 there. There was a Lucas there too, but that's definitely one of the better ones right there.
And then I ran over to the tournament area. Got Piffy and Hutch. I stole them from the microphone setups.
Yeah, the bros. Look at in the salmon colored shorts.
Mhm. Sega Sean by the booth. I caught him.
Yes. Just as I think I was getting ready to go.
Yeah, he was getting
I
ready
just
to
came
leave,
back.
and I was like, "It's
No, I
picture."
just came back from.
It was picture time.
I couldn't turn that down.
Then my buddy Ryan's wife was there. She was working the what's that one? The cake. There was like a cat themed cake booth there, like some sort of bakery she was helping out with. And then Jesse from GameStop with his wife stopped by. I had to get a picture with them. Shout outs to them.
See him in photos.
They got tattoos while they were there as well.
Here, I'm sending you some pictures, Vinny, if you
Okay.
want.
And then Sub-Zero and Pikachu, and the kid in the background was like, there's a motherfucking Pikachu standing right there.
Yeah, look at that kid. It's like,
He's
oh
like-
my god!
He's like, holy
when worlds
shit,
collide.
Pikachu. Kangas,
Can
I
you
caught.
imagine if MK1 was literally just like MK1 with cameo Pokemon characters?
That'd be amazing. I pulled Sun away from the tournament area for a moment. And of course, I pulled Kenyon away a few times. And then the Mario Kart picture. So I regret sitting in this thing. I have
Why?
learned I am too old for that kind of shit. That is Chris standing next to me. He had to help me get up. The minute I sat in that go-kart, my back cracked, and I said, I can't get up.
You're really showing your age there, Vin.
My buddy Dan was taking the pictures, and I pointed, and he heard me. I'm like, take the fucking picture, Dan. Take the fucking picture, please. And then Chris turned around, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you have to help me get up, man. I'm not going to be able to get out of this thing.
When Mario came rolling in on the Mario Kart, or on
It was
the Mario
great.
Kart,
When
I
Matt,
was
yeah,
like,
Matt, oh
what
my
the
God.
heck?
Professor Oak, Shop Rob as Professor Oak. So funny story. Everyone was asking me why I was wearing my shoes. So I kept this in a like a storage closet on Saturday. And when I went to get it, the bag fell out and I dropped one of the shoes and I didn't know it. I was walking around our booth for like 20 minutes going, where the fuck is my left shoe? Mario, Matt Chu, later that night was like, hey, did you lose a shoe? And I went, oh my God, there it is. He found it in the closet because it fell out of the bag. So Pikachu had running shoes on all weekend.
Nothing wrong with that.
And then when I was doing, so there was one point where I was doing pictures, I could not take a step. I got stopped at least 20 times. This was one of them. This was the Miku that was walking around. And then the picture with Kenyon, Matt, and Branley. They were the Mario characters, and Pikachu was just happy to be there.
Yep, there's the fire leg that Tiffy mentioned.
Yep.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that
then-
outfit. So sick.
The final picture I loaded up is probably the best picture of them all. There's 3 dudes having a good time. 3 dudes enjoying a convention.
Hey, that's me.
So, a few of them I didn't load, like the Makima that you're talking about. If it's the right one, it was my buddy Dan's wife. She does an amazing job. There were a few other ones that I got. So, but let me try to load before we end here. Kenyon, where did you send me those pictures?
Your IM, here's the messenger.
Okay. You guys can talk. I'll grab a couple of them and load them in. You guys just talk about whatever, and then we'll final thoughts, and we'll wrap it up.
You guys talked about the large turnout and the very long line.
Yep. Yeah, we touched upon that.
Yes, there was a
The
Go ahead.
there was one
where
point
it
where I think the line was like 45 minutes to an hour, and that put a little bit of damper, and it was also raining on folks. But I think as soon as you walk in and you see all the great things that you're about to enjoy, I think that 45-minute wait was worth it.
Man, there was a brief moment in time on the back end that I learned that we were, and I don't think anybody said anything about it, but it was very dangerously close to capacity to where we would have to had not let people come in.
Yeah.
I was packed at one point.
We got to that. I mean, it never got to where we weren't allowed to let people in, but it was looming where we would have to make a cutoff until people would come back an hour later, which we were afraid to do. But it didn't happen. But I got some unofficial numbers. I fell down to soon, but I'll say what I learned of like how many people were there that weekend. Comparative, we would average about 4,000 to 5,000 for the weekend.
Uh-huh.
This year, I asked recently, what did we get about? We averaged, it was between 7 to 7.5K this year.
7.5. Wow.
Normally 4 to 5. This year was 7.5. So definitely a huge growth. And you're talking about making it 3 days next year.
They're all 3 days.
Making it 3 days.
Yeah, I'm making it 3 days. I think the third day would look like a Friday afternoon, the evening, like Friday, like 2 to 8. I mean, there's a lot of there's smaller shows that I've gone to in different places. Like they do Friday early morning or early afternoon, 2 to 8 or 2 to 7, and then they have Saturday and Sunday, which may or may not help. I think it'll help, or well, they got to work out all the times.
All for 3 days.
Alright, I fixed it. Alright, Kenyon.
New York Comic Con's Thursday through Sunday.
So pictures.
Bitch
I
time.
just loaded up Facebook on here, so because I didn't feel like saving and moving all these pictures. So we'll start with the first one. You also took a picture with Hutch and Piffy.
Yep.
Then
Yeah,
let's
get a picture
take a
with
little
them.
walk through. You sent me 17 pictures, so we'll do this and then final thoughts. Next one.
You can run through them.
Look at that. In the background, that Johnny Cage and Reptile. That kid looking over to the other
I
guy like,
see that.
listen, I'm about to kick your ass, brother.
Johnny Cage, top tier. Reptile, not so top tier.
So these sticks were actually the store loaned you one of these, right? This is one of mine.
Yeah. One is mine and one was the store's. People, I mean, it was cool because I tried to get people to play the tag mode, but nobody ever. They didn't, but they still enjoyed. It was nice that we had the choice of using the sticks or the controllers. So a lot of split play like that. So well,
Why'd
you put it out there, let people enjoy it how they're gonna enjoy it.
And got some
Internet.
all the kids.
Oh yeah, look at that. Kids playing Mortal Kombat. With the grandfather. That grandfather at the end, he was playing Mortal Kombat 1 with his grandson. And he was.
That's
I think he went home and bought the game, the way he was talking about it.
so up over the area with some retro TVs.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
Just to show that's one side.
And another shot over to the side of the. Hey, that CRT looks nice. I have one of those.
Well, I was supposed to host Motor Combat tournament, but everybody was so focused in just battling that we didn't even do it. But there was one mother and son that actually played. They booted up Motor Combat.
And to the table, we got the
Mortal
Baraka,
Kombat.
the Johnny.
You know what Motor
The
Combat is,
stickers.
right?
Y'all better know.
Oh yeah, I know what Mortal Kombat is.
Those that don't know, Motor Combat is the Mario Kart as game mode in Armageddon with Mortal Kombat characters.
So if you look on this table right here, you see this?
Where?
I hope you're following this channel right now, because if you're not, what the hell are you doing?
You promote a lot of stuff.
Look
Why-
at that.
why are
Yeah,
you
look
not
at that. That's a
following this
nice,
channel?
nice and bright over
If you're
there.
not following this channel, I got some words for you when I see you.
Yeah, or drop it in the chat.
So, junk food, all sorts of stuff going on. This is really fucking cool. I like this design with the stickers on the end.
That's 25-foot Phantom. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
The
Oh, it's
artist?
Picasso stuff. That's right.
Yeah, he gave me a bunch of stickers way back then, and I'd put them out, and I just had some. And I looked at them, and I did not realize exactly what that image was until this convention, where it's like Mario, but it's all like psychedelic looking. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna put those out
Kick
there.
it back over to some CRT action with Goro hanging out on top of one of them.
Yeah, those were really cool, Kenyon.
Finding the decorations was fun. That was a vendor, Etsy vendor, where she has like all pixel characters. Those are really cool.
And you can see the light gun
Yeah,
gallery
it's
behind
clear.
him. One of my favorite sections. Here we go. Some poster action, the flawless facts. Even the cartoon playing. Damn.
Yeah, that's what was really cool. I was watching those.
And I was, asking the group. I was like, how can we make it? Pat Boyle was like, hey, we run a television with the cartoon and the ads. But I think it added that flair at that end of the exhibit. People walk around and see that. Sometimes Ed Boon was there talking about stuff.
Yeah, and Kenyon, talk about striking when the iron is hot here. I think this was the perfect time to do this history with the new game out and whatnot. So,
And back to with the Pikachu and the Bowser. This was the first picture that I took at the convention. And then moving on, we have the team behind some of the stuff that went on.
Yeah. So you gotta get everybody that contributed. A lot of people. There were a couple other people that I just didn't know that they put their system and their copy of the game in. Because I didn't have a 64 and definitely didn't have Dreamcast and Gold and all that. But without them, we executed it.
And then back over. Got the kids. That man, I know that man. That's Ryan. I know that man. He shops at my store. That's Isaiah.
Oh yeah, he came out to one of the Street Fighter things. That's his wife right there in the teal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, his son's been coming since Tekken 7.
And then we head back over. Some kids playing with the sticks. God. Some more people checking out that Mortal Kombat one.
That's one of the living room shots. See how my man's posted up there? He's just in his
He's just like,
comfort zone.
I'm here to play this game.
He's not at the convention. He's chilling at home.
And then I think there's...
Oh yeah, the guy in the blue.
Yeah.
There's one more, right? Yep.
Jay,
There you go.
you're
There's
getting
there's
elusive right now.
There's your motor carts right there.
There we go. I was like, I gotta get it. Rocking the motor combat.
I think that's it. Nope, no, there's another one. He's
Butt slam missed.
holding up to Johnny Cage. Kind of looks
Swing
like
and
him.
a miss.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he dressed as Johnny Cage.
And he was handing out autographed pictures of Johnny Cage.
That's awesome.
That's so funny.
That's pretty
You know,
cool.
when
He's even got
You know
the chin dimple too. Look at that.
even when I put
Perfectly
it up on-
sculpted Johnny Cage.
put it in the exhibit. One of his autograph photos. Why not?
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that was good fun to put together. A lot of fun.
Alright. So, final thoughts. Anything we missed? Anything anybody would like to add? There are quite a few people in the booth right now, so speak up.
Yeah, let's start out with Sega Sean. Oh, Jay, what happened?
I don't know. I just got kicked.
Bummer. Well, I guess it's perfect timing too. We're at final thoughts anyway, so why don't we start off with Sega Sean? What were your final thoughts on Retro Game Con 2023?
Yeah, this year, so the first one I went to was last year. This year, much better, I thought. I mean, they were both good, but I had a much better time this year. Panels were fun. The guests were great. I don't really have any complaints on it, really. I thought it was pretty solid.
Good way to spend your weekend.
Absolutely, and I'll do it again next year.
Awesome. Love to hear
And
it.
if it's 3 days. I'll be there all 3 days. I'll take time off. from
Yeah,
work.
definitely.
I just thought it was
Jay,
cool to go
how
over
about
and
you?
talk to like Nolan North.
Oh.
I thought that was fun.
Yeah, I kind of.
Yeah. Did you talk to him?
Yeah, I shot the shit with him for a few.
Cool.
I would mostly just talk football because that's what he wanted to talk about, and I was like, all right, let's chat football.
That's awesome.
Sounds like
Yeah.
Nolan North.
He was a cool dude. I talked to forgot his name. NBA Jam. I'm drawing a blank on it.
I just call him NBA Jam announcer.
It's
That's what I'm
Tim.
saying. The NBA Jam guy.
That dude's super cool too. He's very friendly. I went and found
I guess.
I went and found a
gonna
copy
say-
of, like College Slam and just had him sign it.
Yeah.
That's right, he did college.
I guess
slam,
like when I
too.
think back of, games of my childhood, NBA Jams and Blitz were both one of them, and I guess
Oh,
I
yeah.
never realized like what impact that guy really had on that. You know what I mean? But he's the
that's
voice. He's
how
the
I was
voice. You
feeling.
know.
Yeah, I
Ugly
felt the same thing, and
shot.
I was like, I gotta go talk to
Ugly.
this guy
What's up, a brick?
from
That's
downtown.
one of my favorites.
It's like a running
From
play.
downtown.
So good.
What else? I'm trying to think of some of the NFL Blitz ones, but I can't think of any right. They were just NFL Blitz is one of my favorite N64 games of all time.
That was a
I
good
will play
play
that
it.
game anytime, any day if anybody wants to play it. I
You
just
gotta
love
play
it.
it when
how
the cabinet
awesome
gets
it
set up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I gotta do that this weekend.
Shit, I'm always down to play that game.
that game's so fun.
Yes.
I'm throwing 90-yard bams every play, man. Every play, 90-yard bombs. But anyways, I know we're running out of time, so let's continue on. Jay, how about you? Final thoughts on Retro Game Con?
Excited to go next year. hope to find more good games, and we'll try and make time for the panels. Because I
Love
always
to hear
miss
it.
those.
Yeah.
Panel too.
Definitely a fun time. I guess I'll go next, and then we'll let you two wrap up. Had a blast. You know, even though I was working the tournaments and working commentary, I was able to walk around and experience the con, and it was really, really awesome. Definitely a fun weekend. Definitely looking forward to going back next year. I mean, we had one of the guys from work actually came out too with his son. They had a great time with that. So I think it's just a great event for all. You know, a family-friendly event for those that are hardcore gamers and those that just want to relive that, you know, the good old days of nostalgia. So I had a great time. Definitely going back. Vin, do you want to take the final word, or is Kenny going to take it?
That's up to him. What's
I'd like to get a word. It doesn't have to be the final. You can have the final word, really.
Okay.
I'll just say
good because I'm figuring out
Well,
who
final
I'm
thoughts.
figuring out who fucked with my training settings and why everything's all messed up.
Oh, but yeah, I feel like I really enjoyed just this year of Retro Game Con activity overall, because I know not everybody can make it everything, but we did such a large like build up to the convention where like I'm excited for Retro Game Con Junior in the spring, and you know, over the summer we had it was a library tour, so we did like, you know, super small 1 hour, 2 hour Retro Game Con at different libraries in the city, and just giving people, you know, not everybody, people still don't know about Retro Game Con that live here, so, you know, just getting awareness about it. I think we did a super job considering the number of people that made it. But you know, like Board Game Day and a lot of the they announced, I think it was either yesterday or today, like the Extra Life charities, like we raised like close to $14K this year for the Golisano Children's Hospital local doing the convention, and all of
That's awesome.
all of the lead up events where there's something, you know, charity, you know, whether it's the raffles or just straight up donations. So I'm looking forward to next year and everything we decide to do, adding another day, or if we add another event, you know, something small somewhere. But yeah, and I asked them, I was like, are you guys gonna do something on the holidays? You know, because last year they threw in an extra little holiday, you know, like little meet somewhere. I couldn't make it because we had our holiday party. I don't know if you guys knew about it, but I told them, if you guys do it again, don't do it on this date, because I want to do a holiday party. I want to go to Retro Game Con, whatever it is, do something in December. So it's a good year, Retro Game Con activity.
Yeah. Awesome. Then I see you're trying out Aki, but final thoughts.
She feels weird. Fucking cool character though. Final words. As every year that I've gotten to go, I am looking forward to next year. It's always a blast. I'm excited to see who they get to come as guests next year. I'm excited to see what events will happen next year, whether it is Dead or Alive, the history of Dead or Alive, or another tournament, or something totally different. Maybe a history of beat-em-ups. I don't know. Something cool. I can't wait to see the 80s, 90s basement again, like every year.
Yeah, that's cool.
The costumes, the cosplays, what stores will come in next year, because from my understanding, I was tipped off that a lot of stores did not make the date this year. They were too late responding to the call. So next year, you might see some different stores in there alongside of us. So we'll see what happens.
Kenyon, get put the bug in Retro Game Con commissioner's ear. Let's get Mick Foley. Or Diamond Dallas Page. How about that? Let me get DDP in there.
Kid at work asked me that today was my favorite WWE wrestler, and I was like, Mankind, also Cactus Jack.
Yeah, Mankind in there.
That'd be amazing.
I'm writing that down.
Fun fact: DDP. One of my buddies got me a Diamond Dallas Page cameo or whatever it's called. He did a 17-minute video wishing me a happy birthday.
Wow.
Told me all sorts of stories. That's badass. But yeah, if
He's
you get
apparently a
GDP,
super
that's
nice
awesome.
guy. He's a real nice guy, I guess.
I know. One of my favorite wrestlers, Diamond Cutter, baby. Feel the bang.
Because we were supposed to have Jake the Snake Roberts, but then he canceled.
I was actually looking forward to that too. I was gonna have him sign a couple copies of the games I have, and then he canceled. But hey, the replacement was pretty damn good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know all the wrestling fans are disappointed, but if you're a video game fan, those final,
Nolan North was the replacement?
those final fill-ins that Pat got, top fucking tier.
Absolutely.
Nolan North
Yeah, those were
and John St. John.
As soon as I saw those, I was I was overcome with joy.
I know you people like your wrestling, but that trumps that trumps it completely. I'm sorry.
Listen, I like them both, guy.
I don't
I
care.
love wrestling and I love gaming.
I like wrestling when I get to watch it at a house show with Rick and we see people murdering each other for real. Watching that shit on TV is so
Vinny,
boring. I can't deal with it.
Vinny, I wish you could have experienced the amateur circuit that I used to go to in Rochester. We got to find an amateur circuit around here and go because it's so fun.
Oh, I've heard.
I used to work with two guys that were amateur wrestlers.
Shit, I'll go with
And
it if it sounds
they
like
used
a
to
blast.
They used to wrestle with Luke Harper before he became Luke Harper.
Oh, no kidding.
So I saw him in shows before he went to WWE.
Yes.
So, but yeah, those are so fun. But anyways, maybe we should talk wrestling some of these times. That'd be cool.
I'll gladly join that.
Yeah, let's do a community roundtable of wrestling fans. You know, we'll get Chris D in here. It'd be awesome.
I would gladly do that, but you're gonna have to take the reins completely of that one because I don't know shit about wrestling.
Oh,
You've watched it before.
You know what my wrestling wrestling knowledge
Yo,
is? I know who Stone
What's
Cold
that?
is.
Well, you know
There you
how
go.
I know
Hulk
who
Hogan
Hulk Hogan is.
There you
But
go.
once
He's
you
an
break
asshole.
once you break into the newer stuff, I have no idea. I don't know any of these people.
we could get
Knight.
Chris D. we can get shop owner Chris.
Like I know the
on here.
Undertaker is
It's like a
like still
Shawn.
around, but that's it.
You know
Dude, I
all the
will
wrestling
gladly
video
join
games.
this.
I
Yeah, we
No,
can
I-
talk wrestling
I-
video games
I-
along with it too.
I buy the wrestling games because the physics make me laugh. I don't know these people.
Just put them up on the screen.
Like
That's
I
all
bought the
you gotta do.
AEW game and we played it in the shop and we spent more time trying to make the three fucking Stooges.
We did do that. We did do
And
that.
we
That
got
was awesome.
we made Mo and that's all. That's as far as we got.
Vinny, let's make a community roundtable. We talk wrestling and we play WWE All Stars at the shop.
Dude,
One of the greatest wrestling games of all
we're
time.
talking like
or,
the PS3 game, right?
I have
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like
You bring it in.
the NBA Jam looking game.
Yeah, that game's
Yeah.
awesome. Or what we could do is if you could figure out how to do it, No Mercy.
Well, I
Just
can
run
do
a
it.
Royal
I have
Rumble like we did that one
I
night.
have the equipment to do it. It's not that hard.
Dude, this
Yeah.
sounds like a great.
As long
time,
as
I'm
the
not gonna lie.
hooker doesn't win again.
She was called the
Champion.
Hoe. All right,
Whatever.
it wasn't the hooker. It was
Whatever.
the Hoe, and she was a part of the
Order-
Godfathers.
part of the whole train, man.
Order in
Come
the
on, man.
judge, I'd like it to be known that it was a hoe and not a hooker, even though they're practically the same fucking thing.
You know what the bullshit thing about No Mercy was? You know how much that character cost to unlock? $500,000.
Yeah.
$500,000 credits.
It
Ew.
was sad.
Well,
I need to find a copy of that game that doesn't have the glitch that deletes your save file constantly.
Oh well, I have a copy that I have never. I still have characters I made when I was 9 years old on my
I have
copy.
they're all on there from when I made them when I was a kid. But when you progress in the story, it resets it back to the beginning every time. Yep.
Man,
this
All
character
right,
is
Vinny,
too
put it on the docket.
this character is too advanced for my brain. I can't play this character.
Vinny, put it on the docket. Community roundtable at the shop, talking wrestling, playing some sort of wrestling game
It's on the list. Maybe in November.
on the docket.
Oh shit, I'll be there. That sounds like a blast.
Because next week, I don't know if the rest of people want to talk about. We want to do Retro Game Con too. I don't know, but I have other ideas too. So
I was gonna say. I
we
mean,
had fun.
These guys are at ECT right now.
We had
So-
fun with the horror icons. That was entertaining. Especially when who was the one that everybody found like terrifying but Jay?
Chucky is not scary.
Chucky. It was Chucky.
Chucky, yeah, get out of here, dude. He's like unassuming. You know,
I also have to
Still mad at you for that, Jay.
maybe one of these roundtables. I will take the time to dial in the new camera that we got too. So, because I haven't hooked it up yet, it's just sitting on my desk.
Yeah.
I bought the fancy schmancy Elgato 4K bullshit camera that I can like maneuver from my computer. So like when people like Marquise are freaking out, I can follow him around the store.
Like
Yeah.
following like the Maury show.
Yes. Fuck the match.
Oh my god, the Maury cam.
Fuck the match. And in the background we have Marquise dying over in the corner. Oh
You
no.
are not the father. Oh no.
we also have to test out the clip-on mics still. So there's a lot to be done. Which hopefully after
They-
next week the store will be 98% done and we can start doing stuff again.
Vinny, just another idea here, because I'm definitely all for the wrestling community roundtable.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna
ask.
ask me if we could do a fake episode of Maury.
I mean, that's not a bad idea,
Only
we
quality
could
content.
probably do that.
It's all out here.
We took a lie detector test, and the results show you did not tech that throw.
Oh my god.
That would be possible. Oh my god. But no, I was thinking another Tears of the Kingdom tier list. We could do video game main characters, because as I sit here and look at Sonic the Hedgehog, I'm thinking like Sonic the Hedgehog, Mario,
Sonic, Mario,
Banjo Kazooie tier list, all that good stuff.
Crash Bandicoot.
Mm-hmm.
Just stick to the animal characters though, or cartoon characters, because it's like if you want to do that, I could go on for days. You get Nathan Drake, you get Kratos, you get Aloy,
Cloud Strife,
you get
yeah.
Master Chief, you get Cloud, you get Sephiroth, you get. I could. Go
Yeah,
on for-
let's lab it out. You know what I mean? Let's put it on the docket.
You'll be
We'll talk through
getting.
it.
You'll be getting young Ryu and old man Ryu because they're different. Old man
Bearded
Ryu.
Ryu, best
Old
Ryu.
man Ryu has,
They
a,
confirm.
has a Super Saiyan charge for his Hadoken now, so he's a different character.
Jay, can you confirm Bearded Ryu's best Ryu?
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
Heard it from the man.
Yeah, there you go.
One day we will get the hot set to determine who is the Ryu that gets the plaque with Big Booty Ryu on it.
Oh, cheeked up Ryu.
I still have that picture.
Yeah, I know. Son wants it.
I've also been throwing
He needs
around
it.
ideas for secondary trophies too. So
Yeah, a lot of good stuff coming, folks. A lot of good stuff coming. So, well, Vinny, chat, folks in the booth. We've been rambling. This was a good episode.
I like rambling. It's fun.
10:28. Anybody have any final thoughts? Final things they want to share? Nuggets of wisdom.
You better follow the channel or I'll find you.
Follow the
I
channel.
don't think I won't. I know where most of you go for the monthly. I will find you.
The man's name is Vinny, and that's a traditional Italian name. And when he says he'll find you,
Don't think I
that's
won't
not
drive down to
that's
that
not a
monthly
threat. That's a promise.
and take your stick and unscrew the joystick out of it and walk away. Don't think I won't
That's
do
how
it.
you establish dominance.
Don't think I just actually fixed
Make
stuff.
it stick and twist it.
I actually tried to. Well, P was playing tonight. The stick's obviously working, still working okay. But I'm trying to help Piffy figure out a new stick. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure one of the pieces in it's busted when I was looking at it. So
Discord invite in the chat.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
Click
Put
it.
the Discord. Click it.
Come
Who
on.
knows?
All right.
I have a really grand idea that I need to talk to everyone about. That would be super fun, but it's gonna be hard to do. So if we could pull it off, it'd be great.
Well, the good
It
news is
involves more than just fighting games.
if you put your mind to it, Vinny, you can accomplish anything. That's what I was told by Miss Frizzle in the Magic School Bus one time.
The Gumdolph games.
The Gumdolph games. The GDGs?
What do you think it is? Maybe you'll find out in the next couple months.
How hot a hot sauce can you take?
Oh, there's hot sauce involved. There's Rocket League involved. There's fighting games involved. There's all sorts of stuff. We gotta rally everybody together and talk about it, though. So
Yeah. More to come.
definitely. And don't forget, back to horror games tomorrow. Watch me suck at the new Dark Pictures game because I'm terrible at making choices. And if you're around, maybe I'll let you make the choice. Then you can feel terrible about yourself.
Tell them about Sunday. Tell them about Sunday, Vin.
Oh, Sunday. I don't have the ad on the thing right now, but oh, a few people know that I like Resident Evil, and Rick likes coming up with the grand scheme of great ideas.
I don't know how great they are, but they're fun to me.
No one else has done this, at least to my knowledge. And if they have, they clearly did it wrong, because I didn't hear about it. So I've been asked to play Resident Evil 7 Biohazard again. I have not played that game in a long time. I don't remember shit about it in terms of how to play it. So I have been asked to play this game. I cannot talk unless asked questions. And Rick, along with whoever wants to join that night, will commentate my every move in the game.
Yep.
Special guest featuring Capcom creator Redgrave. Viking will be in for a couple times. Rick will be here every time. And I'm pretty sure Brett will be in on it and a few other people. So shout outs to everybody.
Gumdolph the Grey
for
takes on Resident Evil 7.
For everybody wanting to be a part of it. We will finish it. It might take longer than we want, because like I said, I don't remember shit about the game. Because Rick wants me to find all the goddamn VHS tapes, and I don't know where they are.
I'm gonna channel my inner NBA Jams announcer, sports commentator, and make this happen. I'm gonna have stats, ready, and it's gonna be a good time. Can't wait. It's just a fun idea.
Good. That'll be starting at 7:30ish p.m. Eastern time on Sunday.
And I love Resident Evil 7.
I do too. I played it 10 times, twice in VR. So.
Oh, wow.
I will not be playing it in VR this time though, because it's too hard to set it all up and all that. So.
But and he's heading back in for an 11th trip.
If you didn't see the VR
of Resident Evil 7,
if you didn't see the VR run, if I get to 500 follows, maybe I'll do it again. But I don't want to, because it's so hard to hook up and stream. It's ridiculous. But
yeah,
it's gonna be a fun time. And then after that, who knows? We'll see what happens. I got Spider-Man. I got Mario. I got this cool new anime game called Cry Machina. I got a ton of stuff, so we'll see what we feel like doing. We still have to do a Texas Chainsaw session before they turn crossplay off again, because cheaters will be cheaters.
Cheaters be cheating.
So that will probably take place as like an intermittent like day of not playing Resident Evil 7. So we'll figure it out.
Okay.
And on Halloween, there's probably no stream, because I'm probably just going to go see the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, because it actually looks good.
I want to go.
Yeah. I want to go
Second, Sean, you in?
I'll go.
Jay, you in? Kenyon?
I have no...
It's got that guy from Hunger Games in it.
Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah, with the big robots.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
The live action movie.
Yeah, the one that Blumhouse is doing. They made like the actual animatronics that walk around.
First of all, love the story of Five Nights at Freddy's. I love Blumhouse as a production company. But the severe lack of Nicolas Cage in this movie, that's gonna really knock it down on my, on my list here.
That's enough. That's enough. All right, everybody. In the great words, actually, why don't you... you're here, so you can say it. I don't have to tonight.
Kenyon, take us home!
Nicolas Cage in Death Wish 3?
Oh my god.
No, here we go. Willy's Wonderland.
Here we go with the Death Wish. Oh my god, you had to do it.
Oh, the canon films. we should do a talk about the canon films. But all right, we'll close it out.
Close it out. Take us home.
All right. Good night and good luck.
Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you later.
Have a good one, y'all.
See ya.